EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Packers take over.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
The pass.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
7-yard pickup.
2nd and 3. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So now the Lions go on offense in a great starting spot. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did. But he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd.
Looking to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Keenan Allen. Season. And the Lions are going to take. There was no.
Nor was it necessary. His to wait, go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there.
23 yards.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 30. And the return will stop right around the 25.
recover.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, Swift. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Swift.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
For the Lions.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Britt. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll run with Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
One more time with Swift. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
On the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's now 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Lions 10. Packers nothing.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 15 carries, 78 yards.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Jones.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the pass. Trying to get to the quarterback, a hot route, so to speak.
2nd and 4. Got him there. It's tiny and complete. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Britt That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Britt. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
A 5-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 11.
From the gun. Britt. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, it does hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 60 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses have better focus on.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions defense marching back onto the field now. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, they're 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Jones running on 1st down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
The 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A loss of 2 yards.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting addled.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Nothing, our score after one.
The score, Lions 17, Packers nothing.
Running is Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
Operating from the gun, Britt. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over.
How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the 2nd quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receiver.
Either. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. So on 4th down, Doug Marrone going to send out his field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good.
The field goal is good. Packers 3.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively.
Because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made him kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
We'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
A false start penalty, and now they're back and needing 10 yards on second down.
From the gun, here's Swift. Room here to run.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Britt. Thrown over the middle, and it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
On the coverage.
Throwing again. Britt. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
To throw on 3rd down. Britt. And that's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Well, there was a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. It hasn't been his day. It hasn't been their day to this point, but some kudos to this crowd. This is not an easy environment to play in.
And they have to be really excited because they feel like they're having an impact on the game. The visiting quarterback not playing very well. Their team not doing well. They're helping their home team out. Now, if you're that quarterback, though, you got to find a way to hurt that crowd. And the only way to do that, make good plays and try and calm them down.
I'm sure he's thinking it starts right here on this drive. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
The pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with a fullback now. This is Dan Vitale. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Number 39.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows it.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with some.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, Britt. And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down. So they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On the tackle.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Britt. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
That's good for a life.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Britt. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Operating from the gun. Britt. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Swift.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. A pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the Packers' 4-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The end result, 21 yards.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Complete.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll look to throw again. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Steps away to his left.
The quarterback.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He'll get this one complete to Davis.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
13 yards, first down, Packers.
First down, Packers.
And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Packers 6.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started with a good one in the NFC. Minnesota heading to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to check out another game. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Deontay Johnson, a touchdown reception. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Browns still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here are the Lions to take over. They fell last week at the hands of the Washington football team, but they've got the lead right now. Now a play fake here on first down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the play fake. Britt. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
Brings up third,
throwing on third and long. Britt. That to the ground, and fourth down now coming up. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they can get back in it in a hurry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked up just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
33-yard line.
From the gun, Britt. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Britt firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, Britt. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Britt being chased out left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
They'll run here with Moss. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to run with Moss.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
6.
Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McLaughlin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's McLaughlin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a score closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
He's got it, and that'll make the score 31-13. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He's brought down at the 31.
Looking to throw. Britt looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on first down. Britt, open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st and 10. Britt over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up second.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On first down, Britt. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down now, it's Moss. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Zach Moss.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on 2nd. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets him 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
Wants a look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete. Intended for his wideout.
The throw over the middle taken in. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A loss of 5 yards.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll run here with Swift.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run here with Moss.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Moss.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Off the bootleg. Britt. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And the ball is knocked out. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
Green Bay.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there.
first down. Swift. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
29-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Britt. And that is incomplete.
Britt's pass forced to the ground and incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll run on first down. Hooks. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down. It's Moss, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Matt Patricia, he says now's the time. His guys are going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw. Britt. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. His pass caught at the 4. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down now, it's Moss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the gun on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator and let it run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
Incomplete.
The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Rolling to his... It's out. It's loose. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
This is brought in at the 21. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
On first down, they'll start out with Moss.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Kenny Clark in on the stop. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll run with Moss.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away.
Today's
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Lions, their good start continues as they get their record.